We'll take a little trip over yonder, so I can take a look around at what you've seen. I can see from where I am you're on an adventure, in a place you can't describe. Some things can't be captured in words.
Hello, what's up, math learners? Isang magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ito pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na math teacher, si Sir Ash. At welcome ngayon sa ating discussion for today para sa ating mga grade 10 students. Now, this is a new series para sa ating module discussions because today we will be discussing the first module para sa ating quarter 3 lessons. Okay, so mga grade 10 natin dyan, kumusta kayo? Hopefully, you have learned a lot of things sa ating discussion sa quarter 2. So, ngayon sa quarter 3, hopefully, we will discuss a lot of things about solving and about mga topics na under sa quarter 3. So, before anything else, if you are new to this channel, please do click that subscribe button at notification bell para laging updated kayo sa ating mga susunod na discussion. Alright, so let us start, my dear math learners. So, ano nga ba itong first module sa quarter 3 natin? Okay, so, technically, my dear math learners, this talks about permutations. Okay, ano nga ba ang permutation? So, permutation is basically a topic under the probability. Okay, so, this is easy. However, somehow, there are only things you need to consider para mas makuha nyo talaga ang topic na ito. And I'm sure after this discussion, marami kayong matututunan. Alright, so let us start. The first page is the cover page where the quarter number and the module number as well as the title is being shown. Second page is the people behind about this module, and disclaimer lamang po, my dear math learners, na hindi pagmamay-ari ni Sir Ash ang lahat ng mga dinediscuss dito sa ating channel because these modules are owned by the Department of Education and these are made by different teachers. Somehow dito sa ating channel, dinidiscuss lang natin ito para at least matulungan kayo mga math learners na mas maintindihan pa ang ating topics na pinagtutunan ninyo. Alright. Okay, so now let us go to the third page. Third page is the title page. Fourth page is the introductory message for the facilitator, which is your teacher, and for the learners at kayo yon, my dear math learners. And on the fifth page, we have our objectives. Ang tanong, ano nga ba ang objectives para sa topic na ito? Number 1, specific objectives na tayo, my dear math learners. To illustrate and describe the arrangement of objects. So, arrangement ang pinag-uusapan. Pangalawa, determine the kind of permutations to be used in a certain task. Pangatlo, find the number of ways in arranging objects in every task. And number 4 is to solve problems involving permutation. So, my dear math learners, medyo somehow focusing tayo dito sa arrangement of objects at yan ang emphasis ng permutation. Alright, after the objectives, you have the, anong tawag nito? The pre-test. So, my dear math learners, this is just a diagnostic test whether you have a prior knowledge about the topic. So, these are just multiple choice item questions. ABCD lamang po. You can just answer what you can answer in this one. And these are 15 questions. Okay, so, kung ano lang yung kaya ninyo. And I'm sure, whatever it is, on the post-test, magbabago na yun. Alright, so now let us go to the first topic. Our first part of the lesson. Okay, so the let us study part. So, have you ever wondered why a shorter password is weak and a longer password and has different characters is strong in Facebook and in Google account? Okay, kung mapapansin niyo noon sa Facebook, pwede pa tayong, or sa Google, pwede pa tayong maglagay ng mga numbers lang. Tama? Pero ngayon, meron na tayong mga special characters na gusto nila at saka yung mga upper at saka lower cases as well as yung mga combination of the alphabet and the numbers because mas mahirap yun siyang alamin. Okay, so that is how these characters or these passwords are being issued to us. So parang ginagawa natin is para mas mahirap siyang ma-hack. Alam niyo naman na marami ng mga accounts ngayon sa Facebook at sa Google na lagi na lang nahahack. Alright? So, you need to have at least higher. Okay. So, we have here, let us study and do the activity below. So, we have here a photo of a bike, photo from our teacher, Roslyn R. Dayanan, and a lock. Okay, suppose you secure your bike using a combination lock. Later, you realize that you forgot the 4-digit code contains 0, 3, 6, at 8. Okay, alam mo lang na ang code mo ay merong 0, 3, 6, at 8. Okay, so what are the codes? List all the codes out of the given digits. So, you can make the codes 0, 3, 6, 8 from, or you can make the pin out of these digits. So, we have 0, 3, 6, 8, we have 0, 3, 8, 6, we have 0, 3. So, marami, right? So, pwede mo siyang ilista mano-mano. Ang tawag doon is by listing method. So, you can do that. And next question is, how many possible codes are there? Okay? So, ilang possible codes ang meron ka? So, technically, these are 4, 3, 2, 1. So, pag i-multiply mo lang yun, and you have now your password. Okay? So, 4 times 3, that is 12, times 2, 24. So, there are 24 codes that you can make out of this. Okay, so later on, I will tell you, or I will teach you how did I get that number. Alright, then, what can you say about the list you made? How did you ensure that your list was complete? And can you tell the number of codes without listing? Yan nga. So, kung hindi mo ililista yung mga numbers na yun, kaya mo bang kunin kung ilan lahat ng mga codes na yun? Okay, so, I'm sure there is a certain way. And this topic for today is all about that way. Okay, so now let us go to the next part. So, the basic principle of this arrangement and number of ways from that given certain problem is known as the fundamental counting principle. So, dito nagsimula yung, bago na buo yung mga techniques in counting, ito yung foundation, the fundamental counting principle. Okay, so this will tell you how many, the number of ways 2 or more events can occur is equal to the product of the number of ways each event can possibly occur. So, example of that, ito. Meron kang mga suot, okay, mga wears mo. We have the top wears, okay, so yung pangtaas. We have a white shirt, red blouse, and floral shirt. You have the bottoms, yung pambaba mo. You have the shorts, jeans, and jogging pants. And meron ka ding footwears, you have the shoes and sandal. Now, kung gagawa ka ng mga pares based on this, yung parang isang buong kasuotan talaga, ilang kasuotan ang magagawa mo. So, of course, from the basic way is you can write them, you can list them, and that listing is known as the fundamental counting principle. So, you can start with the red blouse, okay? So, red blouse, short, shoes. Red blouse, short, sandal. Red blouse, jeans, shoes. Red blouse, jeans, sandal, and so on and so forth. Okay? And you will have a lot of, list nito. Kasi after sa red blouse, i-consider mo na naman ngayon ang white shirt. Then, i-consider mo na naman ngayon ang floral shirt. Hanggang sa makuha mo lahat yung total niya. And that is 18 ways. Okay? So, there are other techniques in doing this, my dear math learners. Another way is this one, the tree diagram. Okay? So, pwede kang maglagay ng white shirt, red blouse, floral shirt. I-connect mo sila sa mga, bottoms mo. The short jeans, jogger pants. Short jeans, jogger pants, short jeans, jogger pants. Then, yung short natin, pwede mong i-pair sa shoes, sandal, jeans, shoes, sandal, jogger pants, shoes, sandal. So, bibilangin mo lang ngayon. 1, 2, 3. So, isa na yon, isa. Another, 1, 2, 3. Ito, papunta. Dalawa na. 1, 2, 3. Pangatlo. So, pag bibilangin mo yan lahat ngayon, ang sagot dito is still 18 pa rin. Okay? So, using the fundamental counting principle, you have 3 choices for the upper, the tops. You have 3 choices for the bottom. And you have 2 choices for the footwear. So, technically, ang gagawin mo lang, by using the FCP or the fundamental counting principle, you can just multiply them. 3 times 3 times 2. And 3 times 3 is 9, times 2 is 18, and you got that answer. Easy, right? Easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Okay. So, hopefully, nakuha nyo ang idea ng fundamental counting principle. Okay. Now, we have here number 2. How many 4-digit codes can be made from the 0368? Yung problem kanina sa bike ni Ma'am Dayanan. Okay, so we have the event 1, the first digit, meron kang 4, tama? Okay, so first, let's say 4 yung nalalagyan, di ba? Okay, so let me show you our whiteboard. I think we can make that one. Okay, yan. Okay, so if this is the lock, right? Ito yung lock. Yan. Yan. Power masyado. Okay. So, meron yung 4 na lock, right? Okay. 4 na lock. So, you only have 0, 3, 6, at 8. Okay. So, my dear math learners, 4 ang pagpaparesan mo para dito na number. So, pag nagamit mo na yung 4, let's say, example, nakuha mo na yung 0. So, si 0, wala na. Hindi mo na pwedeng magagamit yon. So, 3 na lang. Okay? So, 4 ang nalagay mo dito na mga numbers na pwede pagpilian. Now, pag maglalagay ka ng another number dito, let's say 6. So, ibig sabihin, 2 na lang pagpipilian mo. Okay? So, 3 ang pinagpilian mo sa third digit. Sa pangalawang digit, 2 na lang. Pag nalagay mo na yung isang digit na lang. So, technically, you have 4 events for the first, 3 events for the second, 2 events for the third, and 1 event for the last, or vice versa. And if you multiply them, 4 times 3, that is 12. 12 times 2, that is 24 times 1, 24 pa rin. So, therefore, you have 24 in all. Now, let us check whether we are correct. Yan. Alright. So, napakadali lang, my dear math learners. So, ganun lang kadali pagkuha nito. Okay? So, that is by the use of the FCP or the Fundamental Counting Principle. Now, let us go to the topic itself, the permutation. Okay, ano nga ba itong permutation? So, permutation refers to the different possible arrangement of set of objects where the order is important. Okay, so, the focus or the term here is arrangement. Ibig sabihin, pag ibang arrangement na ang pag-uusapan, ibang grupo na yun, ibang order na yun. So, 1, 2, and 2, 1 are 2 different things. Okay? So, yan. Medyo masyado. Yung parang stricto masyado siya in terms of the ways to consider based on arrangement. Okay? Yan ang ibig sabihin ng permutation. Arrangement ang pinag-uusapan. Now, we have here some formulas to consider. So, we have here the permutation of n objects taken are at a time. Meaning nito, meron kang pagpipili ang n objects, let's say 5 objects, pero ang paglalagyan is 4 lang. So, that is known as the n objects taken are at a time. Okay, so ang formula daw niyan is the P of n of r is equal to n factorial over n minus r factorial when n is greater than or equal to r. So, n, yung merong exclamation point, ang pagbasa niyan is factorial, n factorial. So, ngayon naman, if ever yung paglalagyan or yung pinagpipilian, let's say 5 objects pa rin, ang paglalagyan 5 objects din. So that is known as the n objects taken n object or taken all the time. Okay, so n objects taken all the time. So walang constraints yun. Ibig sabihin, diretso ka lang. So ang formula niyan is n factorial lang. Okay, so we have here n factorial. So the basic principle of this one is that, and by the way, by definition, 0 factorial is equal to 1. Ulitin ko, 0 factorial is equal to 1. By definition yan. Question, Sir Ash, can you prove it? We don't need to prove it because it is already known as definition. Okay? Though, there are other mathematicians that prove it, and some other teachers have proven it. Now, in our discussion, let's not make it more complicated because it is already a definition. So, why bother, right? Okay. So, let us go to the next. So, these are the denote. Okay? Ito yung notation nila. So, permutation of n objects taken all the time. So, that is Pn of n. Okay? Pn of n. And the formula for that one is n factorial lang. Pag, ano naman, n objects taken are at a time when n and r are not equal. So, you can write it as P, close parenthesis, n of r, n, comma r, close parenthesis, is equal to, the formula is n factorial over n minus r factorial. But later on, I will teach you some techniques on how to multiply that one. And by the way, this topic is already been discussed in my channel. Just check it out on my Tagalog playlist. My dear math learners, napakadali lang yon. Okay, so these are examples. How many 4 different codes can be made from the digits 0, 3, 6, 8? Alam na natin na 24 ang sagot, right? Okay. So, since we have 4 numbers, tapos 4 din ang paglalagyan, so this is what we call n objects taken all the time. Okay? So, n of n ito. So, ang formula is n factorial. So, when we say factorial, my dear math learners, you are just multiplying it to the number down to the decreasing order up to 1. Example, we have 4 factorial. So, you just multiply it 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And that's it. After that, that's the answer. If you have 10 factorial, then you multiply 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And then, the answer for that is your factorial. Okay, so 10 factorial yon. So, ganun lang kadali, my dear math learners. Okay. Now, merong note dito. Note, you can use scientific calculator to get the value of the given factorial. Okay, so in the calculator, you just type for the 4 factorial, you just type 4, then look the symbol x factorial or n factorial, i-press nyo lang yon, and then equal sign. Ganon lang kadali, my dear math learners. Right? Yes, easy lang talaga. Okay, ito naman, number 2. How many ways can you arrange the letters in the word equal? Okay, E-Q-U-A-L. Since merong 5 letters ito at walang letters na nagpabalik-balik, then you can arrange them in 5, yung 5 na paglalagyan mo. Okay, so 5 objects, 5 din ang paglalagyan. Okay, because there is no identical letter here. So, therefore, you can just apply the n factorial. So, 5 factorial means 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So, basically, since 4 factorial is already 24, okay, nakikita nyo to, multiply mo lang siya by 5 and the answer is 120. Easy, right? Okay, easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Now, let us go to example number 3. In how many ways can 6 mannequins be arranged in a showroom? So, hindi sinabi, just arrange them, alright? So, walang constraints ito. Walang limited na paglalagyan. So, gagawin mo nito is 6 factorial lang. So, of course, alam na natin na ang 5 factorial is 120. So, you just multiply it by 6. So, 120 times 6, that is 720. Or basically, you can just use 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Or just use the calculator, 6 factorial equals, and the answer is 720. Alright, now let us go to the next. In how many ways can 7 persons arrange in a row? So, 7 factorial lang tayo dito because wala na namang constraints. So, my dear math learners, 6 factorial is 720. So, you just multiply it by 7. And you have the answer, 5,040. So, my dear math learners, napaka-easy lang talaga kapag walang constraints ang permutation. Walang paglalagyan ng iba. Okay, right? Example, 5, tapos 5 din ang paglalagyan. So, i-arrange mo sa 5 paraan, 5 paglalagyan. So, napakadali lang. Factorial ka lang agad doon. Now, ito naman, second condition or second kind. Permutation of n objects taken r at a time. Ibig sabihin, meron kang number of objects, pero ang paglalagyan mo, konti lang. Okay? So, example, ito na ang formula. N factorial is equal to n minus r factorial. So, how many ways can you arrange the letter bread using 2 letters at a time? So, ibig sabihin, bread, B-R-E-A-D, 5 yon. So, 2 lang daw ang paglalagyan at a time. So, 5, arranging them into 2 parts or into 2 points or 2 letters. So, ang gagawin mo dito, my dear math learners, is you can just apply the formula n factorial over n minus r factorial. And the answer for that is your answer. However, in my discussion here in Math Learning with Sir Ash, you can get the answer by just getting this technique. Okay, so ito yung technique, my dear math learners, at makinig kayong mabuti. Since meron tayong 5, tama? Ang paglalagyan 2. So, alam natin na ang 5 is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So, you just get 2 among the highest numbers. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, highest number is 5 and 4, right? So, yung 5 and 4, yun ang kukunin mo para sa paglalagyan dito and multiply them, you get your answer. Example, we have 5, right? Dalawa ang paglalagyan. Ang dalawang highest numbers dito is 5 and 4. So, you just get 5, 4. 5 times 4, 20. At ang sagot nga dito ay 20. Easy, right? Easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Now, ang question, sir, totoo ba talaga yan, sir? Or ma-apply ba yan sa lahat? Ma-apply yan kapag ito ang naging condition. And objects taken are at a time. Alright, so sa calculator, ito, pwede mo din gamitin ito kung gusto mo gumamit ng calculator. By the formula, ito. Ito, yun. Okay? You can substitute the n, which is 5, and then r is 2. So, 5 factorial over 5 minus 2. So, 3 factorial na yan. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then, dito naman sa 3 factorial, 3, 2, 1. So, since 3 factorial and 3 factorial are just the same, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, you can cancel them. 5 times 4 ka na lang. And the answer is 20. Alright? So, they are just the same. If you want to use the calculator, my dear math learners, you just put 5. And then, pindutin mo yung ito na symbol, NP of R. Tapos, 2, kasi dalawa lang paglalagyan. Then, equals. At ang lalabas ay 20. Alright. So, napakadali lang, my dear math learners. Now, ito naman. Example number 2. In how many ways can a class 45 students elect a president, vice president, and secretary, treasurer, and auditor? So, 5. Okay. President, vice, secretary, treasurer, and auditor. Now, we have 45 students. 5 lang ang paglalagyan. So, what you can do here is very simple. 45, paglalagyan 5. So, mula sa 45, kunin mo yung 5 highest. So, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41. So, what you can do is you just multiply 45 times 44 times 43 times 42 times 41. And the answer for that is, yan. Okay, 146,611,080 ways. Now, there is just a typographical error, my dear math learners. At ito yon na part. Okay, tingnan nyo. Medyo mali lang pagkakalagay dito. Dapat 45, 44, 43, 42, 41. Hindi 40 kasi na-cancelled na ang 40 factorial. So, hopefully, tama itong pagkalagay dito. So, let us try. Okay, let us try kung tama ba talaga. So, 45 times 44 times 43 times 42 times 41. And the answer is 146. Okay, tama naman ang sagot niya. Okay, tama naman ito. Okay, so, ganun lang kadali, my dear math learners. Okay, just correction, 41 ito. Alright, so now let us go to the circular permutation. What if you are arranging certain objects in a circular direction or circular order? So, this is known as the circular permutation. So, in the circular permutation, remember that if it has no constraints, walang problema, ang gagawin mo lang is n factorial. Tama? Pero kapag circular permutation, ang gagawin mo is magsasubtract ka muna ng isa, factorial. So, n minus 1 factorial. So, ito yon as you can see. Bakit mayroong minus 1? Of course, if you are considered, okay, see this one. These are 5, right? So, if you arrange these 5 numbers, these are 5 factorial. Now, if you arrange them in a circular, okay, ganyan, itong dulo dito at saka itong dulo dito, tatama na yan silang dalawa. So, the arrangement of these two here will be taken as 1. Right? So, therefore, ang mangyayari dyan is this will become 5 minus 1. So, this will become 4 factorial. Okay? So, ganun. So, example, there are 6 choir members and they will be seated in a circular table. So, 6 minus 1, 5. 5 factorial, yun na yung isosolve mo. So, 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And the answer is 120. Alright.
Easy,
so,
right?
Easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Now, let's go to number 2. In how many ways can 8 students or 8 kids be seated in a merry-go-round if 2 kids insist to sit beside each other? Okay. So, wag mo muna nating isipin ang 2 kids sit inside to each other. Ito muna. 8 kids seated in a merry-go-round. So, merry-go-round, of course, it is a round. Okay? So, 8 i-arrange sa circle. Okay. So, 8 minus 1 muna tayo. So, we have 7 factorial. Okay. So, 7 factorial. However, because 2 kids will sit with each other, hindi talaga sila mabubuwag, okay? So, they will be taken as 1 again. So, since this will be taken as 1, therefore, so magma-minus 1 tayo ulit. So, 7 minus 1, and you will have 6 factorial, which is equal to 720. Okay, ulitin ko ha. Merong 8. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And then, 7 factorial tayo. Okay? So, sa 7 factorial natin, ito na yon. Because nagtama yung dalawa. Hindi pa ito yung dalawa na nag-insist ha. Ito pa yung 7 na nag-arrange, yung 8, tapos nag-arrange sila into around si ika-8 at ang yung ika-first taken as 1. So, magiging 7 factorial na. However, meron pang nag-insist na magtatabi talaga sila. So, another minus 1 tayo doon. Okay? So, that is the way. So, even two kids can be arranged in 2 ways. BA and... Alright, teka ha. So, we have here... Suppose the kids insist to sit beside each other. Therefore, they are taken as 1. Ayan nga. So, 6, 5. Event 2. Ito naman, the 2 kids can be arranged in 2 ways. A, B, and BA. So, by FCP, yung 720, imo-multiply mo ngayon sa 2. Okay, so there are now 1,440 ways. Okay? So, after you get this one, okay? Okay, 720, my dear math learners. Itong dalawa na taken as 1, itong dalawang kids na nag-sit beside each other, taken as 1, remember that they can be arranged in 2 ways also, A, B, and BA. Okay? So, mag-multiply tayo sa final answer ng 2 para maging final na talaga ang arrangement nila. And that is 1,440 ways. Okay? So, medyo challenging concept, but just do it one step at a time. The first is, since it is in the circular table, minus 1 tayo sa original. 8 minus 1, 7. Then, since 2 kids want to sit beside each other, so 7 minus 1 na naman tayo. So, 6 factorial. However, those 2 kids can be arranged in 2 ways. A, B, and BA. So, at the end, we will multiply it by 2. Yung ways na nakuha natin. Alright? So, that is how you answer this kind of problem. Now, let us go. What if, in an arrangement, there are the same or identical things, the identical objects? Okay. So, ito na yung tinatawag natin na distinguishable permutation. It is a permutation of a set of objects where some of them are alike or the same. The number of distinguishable permutation of n objects when P are alike, Q are alike, R are alike, and so on and so forth are. Ito naman. So, kung kanina, sa n objects taken at a time is n factorial over n minus r factorial. Dito sa distinguishable, n factorial over yung mga nagpabalik-balik na mga letters or nagpabalik-balik na mga objects. Example, we have calculator. Calculator. So, ilang letters ito? 5, okay, 10 letters ito lahat, right? Okay. However, may dalawang A magkapareho. May dalawang C magkapareho. May dalawang L magkapareho. Okay? So, C, A, at L magkapareho sila. So, 2, 2, and 2. So, ngayon, ang gagawin natin is, yung 10 na letters, 10 factorial ang kukunin natin. 10 factorial over yung napabalik-balik na letters, si C, si A, at si L. Dalawa-dalawa yun sila. So, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. At ito yon. Ayan. Okay. So, 2 times 1 ang ibig sabihin ng 2 factorial. So, 2 times 2 times 2, that is 8. So, 10 factorial, the answer is 3,628,800 divided by 8 ways. So, your final answer is 453,600. Easy, right? Easy lang talaga, my dear math learners. Now, let us consider example number 2. The librarian asks you to arrange the books on a shelf. There are 5 identical math books, 7 identical science books, and 4 identical English books. In how many ways can you arrange them? So, my dear math learners, as you can see here, bibilangin mo muna lahat ng books. So, 5 plus 7 plus 4. Okay. So, 7 plus 4 is 11 plus 5, 16. So, 16 lahat yon. 16 factorial tayo over 5 factorial, 7 factorial, 4 factorial. Okay, so, 5 factorial is 120. 4 factorial is 24. 7 factorial is, let's say, 7 factorial. Para makancel lang natin ito doon. So, 7 factorial. Ito, this is just a way of, kasi kung 16 factorial, this means 16 times 15 times 13, 14 times 13, down to 1. So, nag-stop lang siya sa 7 factorial para makancel out niya ang 7 factorial. Okay? So, cancel na si 7 factorial, 16 to 8 na lang. However, 12 times 10 is 120, which is the answer for 5 factorial. So, 12 and 10 canceled sa 120. Okay? So, we have now 16, 15, 14, 13, 11, 9, and 8. When you multiply them, the answer is 34,594,560 divided by the remaining denominator, which is 24. You divide that. And your final answer is 1,441,440 ways. Alright, so napakadali lang
Easy,
talaga,
right?
my dear math learners. Now, let us go to the part where kayo naman ang sasagot. So, we have here the let us practice. So, these are just, ano tawag nito? Parang mga application, and kayo ang magsabi whether it is n objects taken all the time, n objects taken are at a time, and circular permutation ba ito or distinguishable permutation. Remember, distinguishable permutation, yun yung mayroong mga magkakapareho. Circular kapag na-arrange sa circular or around object. Permutation, n objects taken are at a time kapag yung given, yung total, ang paglalagyan lang ay konti. Pag n objects taken all the time, walang constraints yun. Okay. Example, number 1, in how many ways can 12 friends rides in a Ferris wheel? Ano tawag nito? Ano ba ang shape ng wheel? Alright. Okay, kayo na bahala dyan. Okay, I'm sure you can answer that one. Next, in how many ways can you arrange the word pandemic? Now, as you can see in the word pandemic, may magkaparehong letters ba dyan? Kung wala, alam nyo na yan. Okay. Ito naman, treatments. May magkapareho ba dyan? Kung may magkapareho, alright, alam nyo na din.
Easy, right?
Number 4, in how many ways can 7 people arrange themselves in a row of a picture taking? So, walang sinabi kung anong paglalagyan. Arrange lang sila agad. Alam nyo na din yan. Next, we have here the highness. Alright. At alam natin na meron siyang common letters. We have here number 6. Find the number of ways you can place 8 COVID patients on a bed if there are 4 available. Okay, 8 patients, 4 lang available. Okay. Clear na clear. If Angelo has 4 kinds of math books, 3 kinds of English books, and 4 kinds of science books, how can he arrange the books and that books of the same subject must be placed together? Okay, so taken as one, ito sila. Okay? So, they are placed together. So, these are 4, 3, and 4. Paano yun? Okay! And then, we also have here 8 cyclists joins a race in how many possible can be arranged the first, second, and third. O, katulad lang ito kanina sa Vice President, President, and Secretary. Yun. Number 9, 3-digit numbers can be formed out of 1, 3, 4, 7, and 9. So, 5 pagpipilian, no repetition is allowed, and 3 lang ang digits na paglalagyan. Ayan. Number 10, a couple wants to plant some flowers around a circular garden. Alam nyo na yan. Okay. Now, we have here, using the problem above, let us practice answer each number with complete solution. Ayan, isosolve nyo na ito dito. Okay, itong 10, isosolve nyo ngayon dito sa let us practice more. So, I'm sure kayang-kaya nyo na yan, my dear math learners. As long as you know what kind of permutation it is, you can apply the particular or the proper formula for that one. Okay? And if you do have some questions, don't hesitate to put it in our comment section below. Now, we have here the remember, okay, the generalization para sa topic na ito. Remember that 0 factorial is equal to 1. The FCP is a way for counting numbers. Permutations is focused on the arrangement. And the formula for the different permutation, if it is taken all the time, that's n factorial. If it is taken r at a time, n factorial over n minus r factorial. If it is a circular permutation, n minus 1 factorial. And if it is distinguishable permutation, yung merong magkapareho sila ng mga identical objects, yung mga ganon, n factorial over yung mga ilang beses yung magkapareho sila. Alright. Then you have now your let us assess. This is the post-test, my dear math learners. So hopefully, you have already learned the topic permutation. So you will be ready, or you can now be ready to answer these certain questions. Multiple choice lang ito, and I'm sure kayang-kaya nyo na itong sagutan with flying colors. Alright. So these are 15 questions pa rin. Then after that, you have now your performance task with a rubrics here. You just follow your anong tawag nito? You just follow the instruction. Okay, and then after that, your reflection. So we have the wow, love, and thinking. Alright. So wow, react, 3 things that you learn about the lesson. Love, react is to real life situation where you can apply the concept of permutation. My dear math learners, the application of permutation is very, very eminent because as long as we are arranging in our lives, you can apply permutation. Okay, because permutation is all about arrangement and order. Okay, and thinking is one question that you want to ask about the topic. Okay, then after that, alright, the answer key na. So my dear math learners, I hope you learn a lot of things about our topic for today. If you do have some questions about our topic, feel free to put your inquiries in our comment section below. Ito pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na math teacher, si Sir Ash. At kapag hindi pa kayo nakapag-subscribe, please click that subscribe button at notification bell. And if you think na maraming matututunan itong mga ginagawa nating video sa iba't ibang mga estudyante all around the Philippines or all around the world, please click that like and share this video to all your fellow friends, classmates, and schoolmates. Hopefully, my dear math learners, you have learned a lot of things for today. Thank you so much. God bless and keep safe always.
I will take a little trip over yonder, so I can take a look around at what you've seen. I can see from where I am you're on an adventure.